You're tuned in to the Keetria Show and listening to SOB, Style of Business, the podcast with your host, Keetria. We aim to highlight the ongoing trek of entrepreneurs and business owners from around the globe, featuring stories that recount their struggles, experiences, and inevitable road to success and self-fulfillment. Welcome to SOB.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining for another fantastic episode of SOB Style of Business. Today, we are recording this podcast on a fantastic Friday, fabulous Friday, fun Friday, fabulous Friday, whatever type of Friday you want to call it. I just know it's Friday, and it's been a long week for me, and I am excited. I am happy because the weekend is here, and even more excited to announce the presence of this wonderful guest that we have today. We have Mr. Dave Sheldon, who is the founder and CEO of Williamson's Handmade Creations, and he's going to be talking to us a bit about his company and the good seasonings and flavors that he's bringing to the table, literally. So
appreciate it. Like you said, my name is Sheldon Davy. I'm the owner and chef of Williamson's. Currently, right now, we're just looking to release a spice blend line. All the spice blends are made with like organic, non-GMO ingredients and stuff. Give you a quick background about me. I've been in the food service industry for like 14 years now. Graduate of Baltimore National College. It's like called Stratford now, Baltimore, Maryland. Based out of Baltimore, Maryland right now. And just happy to be on the show. Thanks for having me, Keetria. And look forward to getting to these questions and what's going on.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm looking forward to getting into the questions as well. And I also look forward to trying those seasonings that you have sent. So
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got there.
Yeah, I'll be happy to report. When I do cook, I try to have a little bit of flavor. You know, that's one of the things, especially being in the South. You know, we got to have some spice and all that other stuff. So
you can't have it be bland and all that. You know, it got to taste like something.
Absolutely not. And we have barbecue season coming up too with the summer and all that other stuff in spring.
Right.
Yeah, so definitely appreciate that. So let's get into it. So tell us a little bit about Williamson's. And I did a little reading and just kind of snooping around on your background. And I know you got started when you were 14, but I'll let you just tell your version of what happened and all that other good stuff. So let's get into that first.
So, like, to kind of go back farther from, like, 14, I pretty much first developed, like, I guess, a love for food and cooking at a really young age. Not sure exactly how old I was, but my mom tells me to this day, like, how I'd make stuff in the kitchen, having spices and ingredients everywhere. She even has, like, some recipes that I made called, like, cinnamon spaghetti sauce or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And she talked about how good it was. I did this to it, and I was like, man, I don't even remember all that.
Yeah.
But when I was a teenager, you know, I could pretty much eat you out of house and home. I was just always hungry, you know, hormones and all that other stuff like that. But there would be a lot of frozen things and a lot of different things in the refrigerator and freezer stuff. Sometimes there wasn't much to eat that I really wanted, frozen peaches and stuff like that. So I had to get really creative with a lot of things in the house and try different things, you know, just to feed myself.
Yeah.
And so I guess that kind of that, you know, that creative niche and just having a love for food from a young age and then all the way up, you know, teenage years from, 14, just kind of really grew and progressed. And after the long journey, I'm here now. So. Exactly.
Yeah. And I know a lot of times it's kind of those people that really enjoy and love food. I guess it's no wonder that they turn out to be involved in a culinary art some way. So I'm not surprised by that, especially when I know that you started shaking and baking in the kitchen at a young age. What was the moment when you realized that you knew for a fact that you wanted to become a chef?
Well, I mean, the funny thing is I didn't really set out to be a chef. Like I said, I always had like a creative niche, always had like a love for food and wanted to try different food and just being exposed to a lot of different food. Like my mom and dad would just expose me to all different types of cooking. Wasn't really a lot of McDonald's and Burger King in my house. You know, even if I did have it, it was just kind of like, all right, you know, you had your fun. Now let me show you some real food.
Yeah.
So my mom did a lot of cooking. My dad did some cooking. But like I said, I didn't really set out to be it. It was kind of like after high school, didn't really care about like going to college, or I didn't even care about like wanting to go, like have a desire to go. But my dad did kind of like suggest that I should check out some schools, and you know that school, Baltimore International College, which is definitely one of them. It's called Stratford now, like I said. But like I said, I was looking at these different schools, didn't really care for them. Didn't have a lot of choices also because, the SAT score wasn't up to par to some of the schools that I wanted to check out. So I figured, why not check this college out? It's not too far from where I was, where my parents' house was, and I like to cook, and, I like food and stuff like that. So I was like, let's try it out.
Yeah, well, it definitely worked out for you. I know you guys are doing some great things over at Don Williamson's. And yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it brings me to wanting to ask, basically, do you spend a lot of, like, when you are thinking about the seasonings and your next line of products, are you spending a lot of time in the kitchen trying to mix the different ingredients and spices to come up with like a signature seasoning?
So, like, pretty much when I started out doing this, I got the inspiration. My mom had went to Italy, and she came back with like these flavored salts that had, fresh herbs and salt kind of preserving them, and I thought that was kind of crazy. And I was just like, well, every chef like has their thing. What can I do to kind of do something like that? I was like, you know what? A lot of people don't have like seasonings. I mean, they do, but a lot of them aren't that great. McCormick, is good, and a couple other people have seasonings you probably never heard of. I've never heard of, but you kind of like, you pass by these small stores, whether in the South or, wherever, you kind of like pick up a seasoning and, oh, this is kind of good. But what really happened is I spent a lot of research into the spice line. I spent lots of trial and error, sometimes it's just like, all right, it's too much salt here, there's too much sugar there, not enough cinnamon for this. The truth is you don't really know what customers are like, so I send out free samples, get the name out, get some awareness. And even if one person doesn't like the samples, at least it makes like a positive impact on them. And maybe they'll share that experience with somebody, and they'll share that experience with somebody, and then they'll check out what I'm doing. So, like, as far as with the spices go, I just try to stay like true to what I'm trying to communicate, and focus on the flavors of the spice blend to be like delicious, and have like lots of flavor to it. So that's the main thing right there.
Yeah, you definitely have a valid point there, and I think that's so important because most of the times, like when I'm really feeling myself in the kitchen, every now and then, the seasoning part is where you come across the most hangups, because like for me, sometimes I might mix some lemon pepper with some garlic, or you know what I'm saying, and then you go in and you get fancy, right?
Right, you're trying to fill everything out, and it's just like, all right, are these flavors going to mesh well, or do I just like it? So I just try to keep it with a balance,
Yeah.
Because sometimes I could want something really like salty, like potato chips, or some salty fried chicken, or something. I was like, I really got a salt tooth right now. I want something really salty, like pickles with this or something like that. Yeah. And some people don't care for salt, and some people don't care for a lot of sugar. So I try to consider that when I'm making, like, whether it's catering or doing a spice thing or, whatever, just who my audience is and who I'm catering to. And just try to keep it like that. But also, like, I don't want to make it too safe. Like, you don't want to have a jerk seasoning and it's just not spicy at all.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. And it's good that those options, that you're considering what the customers like, and kind of putting together some different flavors, because to me, like some of the larger commercial brands, when you talk about just a general seasoning salt, like a McCormick or Lowry's, or even if you want to get a little spicy with the Slap Your Mama and stuff like that, you're a bit limited, so.
Yeah, exactly. You're really limited, and it doesn't have a lot of range, because at the end of the day, like you said, the Lowry's and McCormick seasonings, so I mean, I've used those and they're great seasonings, whatever, but it's really kind of like a one-dimensional flavor that you kind of get, and it's like, all right, bang, this is it, this is what you get.
Yeah.
The end product, the end result is really good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's just kind of like where it is the salt kind of masks everything, and so I try to get away from that this time coming around, because when I first started with this and the spice blends and all that, it was like, all right, the salt was covering this. The flavors were decent, but the salt was covering a lot of the flavors. So you got the salt and you got the subtle flavors on the back end, which is like, that's okay.
Yeah, definitely makes a difference. How do you find yourself, like how is cooking for yourself and your family different from cooking for other people? Like, do you find yourself trying to maybe work to please your family more, or you working to really make sure you're doing a good job? Like if you're catering an event, like how is that cooking different?
Well, I just learned to cook differently from just like experiences. Like I said, I could have a sweet tooth, but I could guess I have a salt tooth as well. So I think the main thing when cooking for others, like I said, you just have to have the balance. You need the good flavors. You have to know your audiences. You know, it's just like if I'm catering for a bunch of military guys or cooking for sorority, you know, maybe the Army guys, they may want something heavy, you know, full of like bold flavors and spice and salt and stuff like that. But if I'm cooking for a sorority, maybe they might want something like, you know, refreshing, balanced type of flavors, but, you know, still like delicious tasting. So it's just kind of like, there's not a lot of, I wouldn't say guessing, but it's kind of like, you know, taking those experiences and taking knowledge of different flavors and, you know, just cooking for yourself and other people over and over again to kind of like, all right, you know, I think I know how to approach this, and I think I have some success as far as cooking this, and people won't talk about me. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's the first thing. Come on now, Dave. You going in? If you can't serve no nasty food now, because we're gonna talk about you after the video. Exactly. Yeah.
Remember when you cooked last barbecue?
Exactly. Yeah, that is over and done with. I'll tell you what. If you burn that barbecue one time, you're not gonna be invited to do it anymore. I know. I know for a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you mess up one time. Exactly. That is it. That's like, you know, sometimes when you go to those different family functions and the first thing people are asking, you know, you hand out the styrofoam takeaway plates and they like, who cooked this? You know, who cooked?
Who made this?
Who made the potato salad? You know.
Right.
So,
you take a little napkin, put it on the plate.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it could get crazy. All right, Dave, tell us, what do you enjoy most about the culinary arts?
I say what I would enjoy the most is culinary just gives me like a platform to just be creative. And I've always, like I said before, I've always like just been naturally creative and just also just been like curious and like intuitive. So I feel like the culinary arts has like that outlet for me.
Yeah.
To just go further with those kinds of things. It's just like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like if you're a musician, you need to like play the guitar, you need to like sing. Like you put it in like an everyday thing that you do. Like it has to be like something that you have to do every day, or at least like every minute of the day. You just have to be. Yeah. You get it out of you. So.
Yeah, that's true. I definitely agree. What's your favorite cuisine? Like, what is your all-time go-to when you just feel like cooking up some stuff?
Let's see. I definitely have a love for like Jamaican food. Definitely like, you know, curries, jerk chicken, oxtail, things like that. But also like really like Italian food. It's just like both of those like cuisines are just like, I don't know, like a fusion of like a melting pot of like different like flavors from like different countries and stuff like that. Like Mexican food, I'm really like authentic Mexican food. You know, Chipotle is good, but you know I really like the authentic stuff. You know, people come out with, you know, the different tacos, different rice dishes and things like that. And then I'm also starting to get into Asian cuisine a lot more. Korean, like Chinese dishes, I'm starting to get a lot more. So expanding my horizons a little bit. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah, you can't go wrong with Japanese. I know they'll probably laugh at me for this, but I stay at the hibachi grill, you know, because that's my thing, you know.
Hey, look, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
you gotta start with something.
Exactly. It's some good stuff.
I'll go to Benihana if I need to.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you cannot beat it. But yeah, no, that's perfect.
Keep it simple sometimes.
Yeah, you got to keep it simple. Do you ever get, just like you were talking about, you know, musicians have to have that outlet, you know, to be able to create. Do you ever find yourself maybe burned out and needing to reset?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, you know, I've been in this industry, like I said, like at least 14 years, actually a little bit over it, kind of like not cooking in the industry, but just kind of cooking and food in general. But yeah, just, you know, kind of like, I could research different things of like, maybe how to deal with certain situations, you know, just conflict management, different things like that. Because it's just like, you know, whenever you're like managing people, you have to kind of like figure out the psychology of why certain behavior is, and you want to empathize with people and figure out are they excited about like helping? Do they really just have a paycheck? So you kind of just you're filling things out when when it's just like, all right, you're dealing with yourself, and you're dealing with a family member, that's fine. You kind of know the behavior, but when you're dealing with somebody that you really don't know, it's kind of like, it's always, I guess, something that, kind of like, all right, this can be a challenge, depending on how the personality is. The main thing I feel like, as far as with this, is, you have to do a reset. You have to chill out for a while. You have to, like, kind of not get too caught up in following what everybody else is doing and trying to be so much, like, engaged in your ego and even, like, look, I don't need to do no rest. I can bang this out and work, 7 straight days and working 80 hours a week and stuff like that. You have chefs that have been in the news that committed suicide or just dealing with a lot of, like, just social problems and just a lot of mental problems as far as, like, drug abuse and alcohol abuse and things like that. So I feel like it's very important to just take care of yourself as much as you can.
Yeah, that's good. Great. Yeah, definitely. You have to take care of yourself first. And which leads me to my next question. When you decided to venture out on your own, did you have, like, any reservations about going into business for yourself?
I feel like with anything, you always have some type of, like, reservation. It's just like, I don't have a podcast, but it's just like with anything, somebody starting something, it's just like, you always ask, like, will the people like what I'm doing? If it gets to the point I can charge for this, what should I charge for this? Should I kind of follow what this company or this person is doing? You never know what to do. It kind of, like, stuff is, like, on the fly sometimes. And nobody really, like, gives you, like, the keys from, like, start to finish of, like, what builds a successful brand. Yeah. And nobody, like, tells you exactly, like, how to do it the way that you want to do it. So it's like, I feel like everybody kind of, like, has reservations at first and kind of, like, still learning and still, like, just adapting. I think we're all just kind of, like, adapting when we were first starting, I guess. So. Yeah,
just trying to get a hang of things, which I know everybody kind of goes at their own pace, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like, you always hear people, like, that, I don't know, say, like, well, nobody really knows what they're doing, which I think is possibly, like, partially true. Nobody really knows. It's just information passed down. So I don't know. It's just my take on it. So.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. But no, that totally makes sense. So I'm pretty sure someone will find that helpful because it's true. Nobody really knows. You just have to kind of go through that experience to figure out the next step.
Just the way I see it.
Yeah. No, hey, me too. So you good. So tell us, like, what motivates you?
What motivates me at this point is, I guess I'm just the underdog. Like, I'm starting not from the very bottom, but I'm starting from the bottom. Nobody really knows me, and I'm just, at the point where I'm able to just enjoy the process and see the networking that I'm doing and seeing the different people that I'm meeting, getting invited on this podcast.
Yeah, there you go, exactly.
Just, like I said, the process and just looking at the climb of everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just looking at it. Yeah. Like a recipe.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's perfect. What things are you doing to make sure that things are moving full steam ahead with the brand, with Don Williamson's? Like, what actions are you taking?
I would say with my brand, I'm trying to make sure it just doesn't become one-dimensional. I would say, like, after the spice line takes off, I'll just be focusing on other projects, and I'm just, like, constantly, like, looking for ways to innovate. And how can I get the most attention from potential customers? I mean, like, I don't want to be like McCormick, but I just want to have my brand to where I have, like, it's expansive to where I'm not just known for, like, the seasonings. I might be known for seasonings and then sauces, and then, maybe I might be known for, like, being the food influencer on Instagram or, like, Twitter or something like that. It's just like, oh, wow, he's all over the place. He's in different pots and different things like that. Also, just, like, becoming known for, like, doing, like, catered events in the area. Yeah. And just building, like, brand recognition through, like, other events that are going on in the area. Farmers markets, small business markets. Something that I believe that would, like, push the brand ahead. Recognition, awareness. More people see your face or they see your presence as far as your brand, the more, they're like, I can get with this, It's just like a song on the radio. It's just, all right, well, this song's on, maybe it's really good, so.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I know that you have, like, your online store. Do you plan on doing any expansion, like, as far as, like, your local grocery stores and marketplaces?
I'll probably do some small marketplaces. As far as, like, big grocery stores, I thought about that first, but I think with the spice blends at this point, I'm going to working on the store through Etsy. I'm not sure if I still want to do Etsy or not. We started out with Etsy. Etsy was good, but I don't know. We're just looking to kind of like look for the most efficient, best way to get the product to the customers, quick, and just really just no inconvenience at all. Because a lot of times merchants, they'll try to send stuff through the post office and stuff gets lost. Things happen. You get it, things happen. But I just try to eliminate that due to like the best ways of getting the product to the customer. So.
Yeah, that is absolutely perfect. And speaking of customers, tell us, how has modern technology allowed you to position Don Williamson's, your targeted demographic?
Well, I believe I'm just getting really heavy on social media now, and that has like allowed me to attract so many potential customers. I feel like the process is just like the use of hashtags or like definitely Facebook ads or like networking with like another business through like social media has definitely gave me some awareness. I know I have like an interest and like passion for like music, film, and obviously like food, of course. So I try to find like like-minded people whenever like I'm on like Instagram, whenever I'm like on Twitter or Facebook, and trying to like network and connect with them. So a lot of videos that I do have on Instagram that I kind of like filter through to Twitter and put on my Facebook ads deal with like some type of music producer or musician that's trying to like up and coming like me. And so it's just kind of like getting those collaborations and getting those networks going. I believe it just kind of gets you more awareness too. And just like I'm dealing with this producer out of California. Once he shares this cooking video of my food and his beat on the recipe, the cooking video, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow. Then that spreads to like 5 people, and then those 5 people tell another 5 people.
Yeah, that is definitely some good old-fashioned guerrilla marketing tactics.
Yeah,
so,
it's always coming down to word of mouth. Like in the day, people get fancy and stuff like that, but it's always just word of mouth. I feel like how you win, I guess. I haven't won, but just getting awareness and getting the people talking, I believe is a good thing because eventually you get there.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job so far. So we are
Appreciate that.
definitely going to
keep trying,
man. We're pretty sure that things will be kicking off a little bit more for you. And plus, like I said, I've checked out some of the things that you're doing, and I was just surprised. I was just happy when you responded what I was telling you about. Hey, come, would you be a guest? And so I was like, all right. When you said yes, I was like, good, got him. Let's get this one underway.
I appreciate you having me. I was saw the message. I was like, huh? I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Right, yeah, let's get it going. So we appreciate you. Before we wrap up, Dave, leave us with some last thoughts and words of encouragement for anyone that is not even, aspiring chefs, entrepreneur, but just anything that you would like to leave as far as your 2 cents.
Last words I would say is no matter what age you are, I'm a very chef entrepreneur or whatever, but I would say you just don't know everything. You definitely have to check out other entrepreneurs that are like you or just not like you, so you can get a sense of the good and the bad or what it is that you're looking for or what it is that you're trying to do. You got to be open-minded to different ideas and different strategies. One main thing, I'm blessed to have to be able to see this. You just got to get over your ego and your opinion. Because there's always room to learn, to grow, create, innovate. There's always room to reinvent your business and just yourself. Upgrade your mental, your mind, stuff like that. Don't be afraid to fail. Definitely be humble. When I started, I wasn't humble at first, very arrogant. I got to listen to this person or that person. You just got to keep a balance of everything, in life. Definitely balance of confidence and also acceptance that you can't control everything. Things that happen, can't do all of them. You just, adapt and learn from them, I guess. And that's it. Just got to keep going, no matter what happens. So.
Absolutely. Got to keep the wheels turning.
Yeah, show must go on.
Yep. You got it. All right. Dave, let us know where we can find you online for Don Williamson's. Also, if you have any upcoming events, you can feel free to mention those, and also let us know where we can grab your products online too.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't have any events coming up, but you could definitely check me out on Twitter at donwilliamsons.com. That is DonWilliamsons. That's the same for Instagram and on Facebook, except with apostrophe S. So catch me on Musical.ly if you're into that too. And website is donwilliamsons.com. All right, and that's it.
All right, perfect. We got that, and we'll also be including that information in the show notes once the podcast is up and live on my website and on iTunes and Spotify. So I will definitely be looking forward to having you back on to give us a recap when things really start kicking off for you.
Sure,
and,
absolutely. Thank you.
You are so welcome, and we truly appreciate your time, Dave, and look forward to touching base soon. You have a great weekend.
You as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for hanging out with us here on SOB. We hope this episode has been resourceful. If you'd like to check out the latest articles or follow Keetria's website updates, just log on to Keetria.com or follow her on Twitter at KEETRIA.